眩しいじゃねえか。おいおい、眩しいじゃねえか。
All right, here we go. Man. All right, hopefully you guys can see me now. I don't know what was going on. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? Sorry about that. I don't know what was going on. Still got that dragon energy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. All right. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Oh, look, Marco already in here causing the issue. You already in here causing the issue, Marco. I can't believe it. Majin Buu with the 10. Thank you. Thank you for the internet. Nah, it's not the internet, y'all. It's not the internet. The internet is fine. The internet's great, actually. This issue is definitely just the camera. For some reason, whenever I start stream, the camera will just freeze up on me. So we hear you and we see you, good Rob. Thank you, Khalil. Thank you. Listen, I'm not a celestial dragon, man. But yeah, we are here. So a lot of you guys enjoyed the One Piece Hall of Fame stream. So now we are going to be doing a Naruto Hall of Fame. So I'll wait a couple more minutes, give people some time to get in here, and then we'll get started. As you guys can see, we are strictly sticking to the Hidden Leaf Village for this one, just because the show is called Naruto. All right, so because it's from Naruto's perspective, a lot of the characters in Naruto are from the Hidden Leaf Village, and I tried to incorporate some other villages and stuff, but they don't have enough notable characters, I feel like, versus like the Hidden Leaf. They have a lot of notable characters, but because of that, I made more room for more characters. So now we have 8 in the first ballot, and we're gonna have 8 in the second ballot. So hopefully that makes things more fair. But yeah, I know. Yo, Kieran said I'm excited. Yo, I'm excited. I really am excited too, honestly, because this one's gonna be tough. This one's gonna be tough, honestly. Marco with the 2, thank you. Kumar's paycheck going into another camera. Hashtag. Yo, Kumar is still away. He will be back though. He will be back. So we'll have to get a stream in one time. Marco, I have Kumar hop on stream just for you. Just for you. Izzy, what's good, bro? What's good, Izzy? I see Misa's in here. Obito gotta be there. We'll talk about it. We will definitely talk about it. Yo, I ever played the Naruto Boruto game? Which one? Gara not being able to be placed is crazy. Listen, I was trying to find a way to make it more interesting, and I feel like the Hidden Leaf Village is just the most interesting one. Even if you start going into other villages, like they just don't have enough notable characters to really have a great conversation. Izzy with the 2, thank you. Back again like we never left. Indeed. There are so many characters. Yes, in the Hidden Leaf though. In the Hidden Leaf. All right, so we'll get started in a couple more minutes, maybe like 2 more minutes. We'll get started. Anko has to be on there. Okay. Interesting. Jiraiya better be there. We'll see. Because this is throughout the entire history of the Hidden Leaf. So it's going to be good. It's going to be tough. Ultimate Ninja Storm? Yeah, I played that. Nah, Rob, there's plenty of characters from each village you can place. Not to have an in-depth conversation. Like if you do let's say even 5 characters from, let's say, the Sand Village or something. Like that's basically the entire thing. Add Akatsuki in the rest of the world? I mean, it would just be the top Akatsuki. I would just, basically at that point, I would just be listing off the characters that are there. I mean, we would rank them based on greatness, I guess, but I think it's much more interesting to find out the best shinobi in the Hidden Leaf, because there's so many. Arnab with the 20, thank you so much. Leave a message though. Leave a message for sure. Definitely leave a message. Thank you though. Really appreciate that. Somebody said Sasuke. Ooh. I don't know. Noah Rod, we all know Shank's gonna be number 1 regardless. Yo, y'all got jokes today. Y'all got jokes. Cap, every village has at least 7 to 8 members you can generally argue about. You just don't know Naruto if you think this. I mean, if that's how you feel, I can't, I'm not going to debate how you feel, but I disagree. I feel like if you're doing a Hall of Fame, even if there are only 7 to 8 characters, like that's not enough to really compare when you're talking about the Hidden Leaf Village. There's a whole cast of characters. Most of the characters in Naruto are from the Hidden Leaf. Izzy with the 2, thank you. We including Boruto and aliens. I think we should probably keep this just to Naruto. I mean, I feel like we should keep this one just to Naruto because Boruto has its own set. But I mean, if you want to mention Boruto feats of characters, I'm not gonna fight it, but. Whoa, we're not Neji disrespecting the chat? That's crazy. Rob, please don't glaze Shisui. Uh-oh. Okay. So I'm about ready to get started. So it's been a couple minutes. More people are in here. Okay, perfect. All right. So if you guys aren't familiar with how this works, basically we are doing the Hall of Fame, right? We are finding out the best shinobi or the best characters for the Hidden Leaf Village. All right. First ballot Hall of Famers are characters that there should be no question. They are unquestionably some elite characters for the Hidden Leaf Village. The second ballot are characters that are kind of questionable, but you know what? We still let them in anyway. Okay. They are Hall of Famers that will make it not the first year they are nominated, but maybe a second year or a third year. Over here, we're going to be writing the characters down that we are trying to figure out together. We might end up having to run a poll for those characters. And then if they don't make it on the list at all, then they go right into the shadow realm. All right, so you guys ready? Aaron with the 10. Aaron, what's good, bro? What's good? Boss man, how are we doing? All I know is Sasuke better be in the Hall of Fame. Keep doing your thing, my guy. Aaron, you know you're my guy, man. Sasuke, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll definitely talk about it. Now, let's get the number one character in the Hall of Fame out of the way, okay? Who should it be? Who should the first character be that we put in the Hall of Fame for the Hidden Leaf Village, y'all? So remember, this isn't who your favorite character is or who the strongest character is. It's who's the greatest for the Hidden Leaf Village. Who's the greatest for Konoha? So who's number one? Okay. People are already naming the GOAT. Okay. So people are already naming the GOAT more than everybody else. Oh, Kakashi's getting name dropped too? Okay. Yo, Gaimon is ridiculous. Gaimon's ridiculous. Lars with the 10. Thank you, Lars. My guy is number one. He's the Leaf Spirit of Youth. My guy is definitely going to have a spot on this list. I just don't know where yet. We'll figure it out. But my guy definitely has to be here. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm seeing Naruto. I'm seeing Hashirama. And I'm seeing a lot of Danzo. Y'all are tripping. I'm seeing a lot of Marco Swords. Marco, we're not talking One Piece. Why are you talking St. Charlos, bro? All right. And then we are talking one more character. All right. Kakashi is now in the mix. Okay. So these are the three names I'm seeing the most. Naruto, Hashirama, and Kakashi. Now, this one is a tough conversation. For me, we get that Hashirama basically founded the Hidden Leaf. Not totally by himself, but Hashirama is literally the first Hokage. All right. He's elite as well as a fighter. If you want to throw that in there. All right. The wood style. I mean, Madara literally was hunting down his cells for regenerative capabilities, right? And not just Madara. There's other people as well. So he's incredible. Naruto, the MC, all right? The fourth great ninja war, the savior, literally came up from nothing, became elite, right? And he's the son of Minato, which does mean something for the Hidden Leaf Village, even though they treated him terribly initially because he was the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. He still is, obviously. Naruto was elite for what he did in saving the Hidden Leaf from Pain. That was like one of the biggest moments ever. When Naruto showed up against Pain, that was it. You know, that's when the Hidden Leaf Village really started to accept him. Kakashi is another amazing pick. Because even though, like, you look at Kakashi's feats, and yes, you could say, he was a captain of Team 7 and blah, blah, blah. But I think Kakashi filling in and literally becoming the sixth Hokage was major. Because we already know how Danzo left the Hidden Leaf. We already know the state that Danzo put everything in. So Kakashi coming in after everything and still having that resolve to do something that he really kind of didn't want to do, but he still did a great job at it. I think Kakashi definitely needs to be here. Y'all saying Kakashi didn't really do it. Kakashi is a Hokage. What do you mean Kakashi didn't do anything? So I'm cool with either of these characters making it into number one. Personally, I think I would probably have Naruto. Slightly over the other two. But let's run the poll. We'll run the poll for the first one. All right. All right. Let's see who you guys pick. I personally would have Naruto. That's who I would have. Kakashi didn't do anything. Wait, what is this Kakashi disrespect? Yo, Nexus, what's good? Nexus is in here. Yeah, I'm hearing this Kakashi didn't do anything. I need to see some, like, Kakashi beating Hashirama. What, in the poll are you saying? Or are you saying in a fight? I hope we're just talking the poll. Yes, in the poll. All right, so it looks like, yeah, Naruto is winning by a landslide right now, which is, I feel like that's exactly what it needs to be. Naruto did what Hashirama couldn't. He broke the cycle of hatred. For the most part, yes. Naruto literally changed the game, like, across the entire world, right? Made the Sage of Six Paths come out. Like, Naruto is obviously, he's a different breed. He's a different breed. He allowed Sasuke to be the Shadow Hokage after everything, Sasuke did. So, yeah, Nexus, if you want to do that, if you want to close the poll after 1 minute, that's fine. I think after a minute is up to end the poll. Hashirama is responsible for all 3 ninja wars by giving the tail beast to the other nations. Talk about it. Talk about it. Wow, I did not expect to see Kakashi slander. I did not expect to see Kakashi slander. All right, let me end this poll. Let me end this poll right now, just because we're ready. It's a landslide. So Naruto's #1, first ballot. I don't think there should be any debate there. All right, so we have Naruto locked in. Now at #2, it looks like there's some debate going on in chat right now whether we should have Hashirama next up, but people are saying Kakashi shouldn't even be in the conversation. So, all right, if we don't think Kakashi should be in this conversation until maybe the second ballot, what's good, Spencer? Who are we saying goes #2 after Naruto? Nexus, you're good, bro. No worries. Who should be #2 after Naruto? I saw somebody mention my guy earlier. I was not expecting the Kakashi slander. There's some ghosts that have to be mentioned. Now, for me, I think Sasuke. Y'all really think Sasuke should be #2? I will write his name down. But remember, this is the Hidden Leaf Village Hall of Fame. This isn't about who's the second strongest after Naruto or anything like that. No, this is the Hidden Leaf Village Hall of Fame. Y'all want Sasuke #2 first ballot? Personally, I don't think Sasuke makes it on the first ballot, right? The amount of destruction, the amount of hurt and pain he has caused the Hidden Leaf is ridiculous. Itachi is a different conversation. And I'm seeing, yes, some people are putting Itachi in the chat now. Itachi is somebody that should be here. Sasuke, I don't know. I don't know. So let me do this. Because right now we're working on #2. I don't think Kakashi is getting in the first ballot conversation as of yet. A lot of people aren't rocking with it. But it doesn't look like he's Shadow Realm worthy, all right? So a lot of people that are disagreeing with putting Kakashi on the first ballot are saying second ballot. So we'll put him on standby. But I think Itachi needs to be here. I could write Sasuke's name down, and then we could also throw in Tobirama, because I'm seeing Tobirama a lot in the chat. So I'll write these 4 names. All right. So we have Tobirama, Itachi, Sasuke, and Hashirama. Now, what Tobirama has done for the Hidden Leaf, as far as scientific advancements, right? More technology. Red Eye, thank you so much for the 5. The decisions to give the tail beast away was Tobirama, not Hashirama. Okay. He's clearing it up for us. Which also is going to put a stain on Tobirama's career here. But let me say, even with that being said, even though if we say our Tobirama gave away the tail beast to other nations, what he did in terms of making the Hidden Leaf more advanced with the ninjutsu, right? Even if you want to mention what the Edo Tensei wouldn't even be a thing without Tobirama, right? So there's a lot of things that ultimately did end up helping the Hidden Leaf that came from Tobirama. I believe also the flying Raijin technique. Like, I feel like he invented a lot of powerful ninjutsu techniques and inspired somebody like Orochimaru to really go further into the science of ninjutsu. So I think you have to have him in this conversation. But with that being said, whether we talk about the tail beast, next is with the 5. Thank you, man. Kiba top 5. Come on, bro. Kiba's not getting anywhere near. I'll write Kiba's name down, but it's going directly in the shadow realm. I hope y'all know. Don't do this. Narlis with the 2. Thank you, Narlis. Kakashi is number 2. Look at the tape. People in here are saying Kakashi didn't do anything. So I'm trying to figure out what Naruto we watched, because people are saying Kakashi didn't do anything. Sani, thank you so much. Kurama number 2. That's Kurama number 2. Did we forget what Kurama did to the Hidden Leaf? Remember, y'all, Hidden Leaf Village. We are looking for characters that helped out the Hidden Leaf. Now, I'm not saying the Hidden Leaf is perfect, right? Because we know what happened. We know the stuff that the Hidden Leaf put Itachi through. And we could talk about Itachi next. Itachi is also in the queue right now, right? He's holding off, waiting to get a spot on this board. I think Itachi literally is one of the greatest Hidden Leaf Village shinobi ever. Because he did what nobody really would be willing to do. Took out his entire family, his entire clan for the Leaf Village. So he's got to be in the conversation. Now, if you're an Uchiha clan member, if you don't like Itachi, you could not like Itachi for what he did, but for the greatness of the Hidden Leaf Village, Itachi's goated. Marco with the 2. Thank you. I see that new employee of yours walk by. # Mark. Stop, bro. You're stupid, man. I can't, Marco. I can't. All right. So you're saying Itachi killed the Uchiha who are citizens of the Hidden Leaf. Are we just gonna gloss over the fact that the Hidden Leaf had inklings that they were staging a coup? Like, this wasn't like the Hidden Leaf didn't just say, Itachi, get rid of your family because, you know what I'm saying, I'm bored and I don't like them. You could look at Tobirama for that. Tobirama was really not forgiving the Uchiha. Spencer with the 2. Thank you, Spencer. Let me get Anko for most useless. You're wild, bro. Anko being on here is crazy. Izzy, thank you. I hate Buddy so bad, but Hiruzen needs a mention. He will later on. Right now, I think it's too early for the third Hokage. I'm going to say it's a little bit too early for the third Hokage, but he will later on. He definitely will later on. But yeah, so you can say Itachi did get rid of the Uchiha clan who were technically citizens of the Hidden Leaf. But if the Uchiha clan was planning to stage a coup against the Hidden Leaf, then what are we really at what point are we gonna say that this is better for the Hidden Leaf or not? So somebody's asking, Forgotten saying, wait, is this a Hall of Fame for ninjas who helped the village the most or the best ninjas from the village? So these are ninja that have helped the village, right? Because if you're doing in any Hall of Fame, right? If you're looking for like who's the Hall of Fame person for this set of faction, it's who was the most committed to said faction. So if this is the Hidden Leaf village, and let's say you're on the council of the Hidden Leaf village, you're looking at your best characters in the Hidden Leaf. You're gonna look and favor characters who have helped the Hidden Leaf village the best. You're not gonna be like, oh, Sasuke is goated because I think I missed Red Eye's mention. Thank you, Red Eye, with the 5. Thank you. I meant to say it was Tobirama who made the decision to sell them for money, which is what turned the Leaf into what it is. Okay. So that's cleared up. Samaj said, thank you, because Hashirama wanted to do it for free. Eagles with the 5, thank you. The third Hokage better not sniff the first or second. Bro made too many decisions that hurt or could have hurt Konoha, Orochimaru, and isolating the main character. We'll definitely talk about Hiruzen at some point. We will definitely talk about him at some point. Right now, I just think it's a little too early for him to be here. But so we talked about Tobirama, we talked about Itachi. You guys also put down Sasuke as a possible candidate for number 2. This one I emphatically disagree with. I think the highest I could personally give Sasuke is number 1 in second ballot. But if we're gonna put Sasuke in the first ballot, I still think it's too early in the first. Sasuke was incredible in the 4th Great Ninja War. You can count that as a redemption arc. That I won't have an issue with. But for the greatness of the Hidden Leaf Village, we're really considering Sasuke, who went rogue, who literally almost took out Sakura on multiple occasions. How is this helping the Hidden Leaf? How is this helping the Hidden Leaf? I don't. And then at the end, first it was he wanted to get rid of the Hidden Leaf. He wasn't rocking with them. Then after he had a conversation with, I could say after he had the conversation with the Hokage, Orochimaru allowed him to speak with them. Then he wanted to switch up, and now Sasuke all of a sudden at the end of the 4th Great Shinobi War, he wants to be Hokage now. Like, bro, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? He's the Shadow Hokage. Yeah, well, you can give him that in Boruto. But again, that's a redemption. Sasuke doing that is him trying to redeem himself after all the chaos and issues he's caused the Hidden Leaf. I don't know. I think it's a little wild to put him up here. And then lastly, we spoke about Hashirama already. So I'm going to run a poll with Tobirama, Itachi, Sasuke, and Hashirama for number 2. Personally, out of all these names, my personal preference would be Itachi. Rob, Konohamaru. This early? Konohamaru. Yeah, I'm seeing. Yeah, Mike Guy has to be here before Konohamaru. Sasuke did a lot of stuff to atone after the war. I'm not saying Sasuke can't be in the Hall of Fame, y'all. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he can't be here, but Second ballot is looking like a perfect home. Again, remember, first ballot Hall of Famers are characters that are so great there should be no debate. There should be no debate on how great they are. And we're talking about the Hidden Leaf Village. If I'm on the council of the Hidden Leaf and I'm looking at Sasuke's resume, I'm not saying, yo, he's goated. I'm looking at him like, yo, you did what? You tried to take out Sakura? You tried to... What happened? You Team Taka. What's this? Suigetsu Jugo. What was going on? I'm not looking at Sasuke's resume like, oh, you're elite. You know, thank you. Of course, what he did in the 4th grade Ninja War was great, but come on. All right, Sophia, yeah, you said it. Tobirama created the Academy, the Shadow Clone Jutsu, the Reanimation Jutsu, and he helped them with the Second Great War. Absolutely. And the Teleportation Jutsu. Yes, I mentioned that earlier. Yep. So the Flying Rising technique also came from Tobirama. So Tobirama was great for the advancement of ninjutsu. Eagle said, who cares about Sakura, Rob? We can't say that. Sakura got better towards the end of the series. All right, let me run this poll. Yeah, my personal pick is Itachi. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll see what happens. We will definitely see what happens. Okay, so Nexus, you're saying that Sasuke helped Naruto's overall development, which in turn helped the Hidden Leaf Village. I think, not saying that's bad, but I think that you can't really, Sasuke wasn't doing that intentionally. I feel like Sasuke was definitely trying to be he was more jealous of Naruto because Itachi was using that to fan those flames to make Sasuke stronger later on. Jay, what's good, Jay? Thank you so much for the 20, bro. I appreciate you. Let's throw Naoki in the conversation. By the way, we need more streams. Man, bro, I'm trying. I'm trying. I mean, if you guys want to step into more Boruto stuff as well, we can. Spencer with the 2, thank you. You've been streaming like Life of Anime Podcast, trying to take the Spencer, not even, bro. Not even. This is them, bro. This is them. This is definitely them. I'm trying to get a little bit more streams in here. Cause this is fun, but all right. It's been a minute. Nexus, you can end that poll. It looks like Hashirama's winning right now. Rob, I'm on episode 1000 of One Piece. W, catch up. Yeah, we need Boruto. I mean, I see the reason why, because I was like, well, if I include Boruto, then a lot of characters from original Naruto or you know, they would kind of get snubbed. Oh, I'm thinking Kawaki. You said Naoki. Oh, you're tripping. Yo, you said Naoki. I'm thinking Kawaki this whole time. He said Naoki. That, oh my gosh. Izzy said, who is this? Exactly. I'm thinking Kawaki this whole time. Okay. All right. Let's end this. It's not letting you Nexus. All right. Don't we'll figure it out after this. We'll figure it out after. Please don't include Boruto. It's too soon for Boruto. Yeah, I just think we'll keep it with Naruto for now, and then because I feel like Boruto will probably need its own list. Okay. All right. So Hashirama wins number 2, which I think is fine. I think it's perfect. I think Jay saying I don't know ball. Yo, I literally thought you were talking about Kawaki for a second. Okay. So Rob, add Donzo to the board. Are you crazy? Are y'all crazy? All right, so Hashirama's here. Who got the second highest? The second highest did go to Tobirama. The second highest votes did go to Tobirama. So even though I personally would want to have Itachi, but Tobirama, I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna put Tobirama at number 3 because he did have the second highest. And then I'll start adding more characters. Okay, so I'm seeing people say Jiraiya and Tsunade. Jiraiya and Tsunade. All right. Let's have this conversation. Shikamaru needs to be there. Ooh, you're cooking. You're cooking. Now, I'm going to keep Itachi and Sasuke here. But remember, y'all, Kakashi is not here yet. I just want to make sure we remember, because I put Kakashi on standby for y'all. I put Kakashi on standby for y'all. So we have Jiraiya now added to the pool, and we have Tsunade now added to the pool. Now, Jiraiya is a character. He's one of my favorite characters in all of Naruto, and I know he's a favorite character to many people. I love to say that Jiraiya has a Midas touch. Like, everybody that he's crossed paths with ends up being elite, whether it's Minato, Naruto, Kakashi's literally reading his books if you want to go that way, if you want to go that route. As a Toad Sage, he's helped everybody. But there were some kids that he helped out. I believe in the Hidden Rain Village. Yahiko, Konan, Nagato, right? Let's have this uncomfortable conversation. Jiraiya is looking after Nagato. Helps all of them. Yahiko, Konan, all of them. And helps them get better. But the hype of those characters. Yo, Aaron, thank you so much for the 2. Thank you, Aaron. Let's give Hiruzen his respect and flowers. He'll get them. He'll get them. I just don't think he's here yet. I just don't think he's here yet. Now, can you look at Nagato ultimately becoming Pain and taking over and doing crazy amounts of damage to the Hidley Village? The Hidley Village literally had to be rebuilt after Pain came there and dropped the Shinra Tensei on the whole joint, right? That's somebody that was under Jiraiya's tutelage, right? Now, obviously, Jiraiya did not make him do that, but is that something that you could look at Jiraiya and be like, hey, this is somebody that was under your watch, right? And Jiraiya did even try to stop Pain. Was able to, send the message out, but got killed in the process. So Jiraiya, as great as he is, you also have to look at the whole Pain situation and be like, bro, what happened here? What happened here? If you're on the council of the Hidden Leaf, Marco, thank you for the 2. Danzo 2025 Hall of Fame. We will be there. Hashtag RobTax. It's gonna be a tough day to get Danzo in here. I need to see some crazy arguments for Danzo because I'm not seeing them. I'm really, really not seeing them. How is Minato not top 3? Hey, not enough people have been mentioning Minato. I'm not mad with that. So that's the conversation surrounding Jiraiya. He has the Midas touch, in my opinion. Jiraiya directly led 3 Hokages, Rob. He did. Personally, I feel like Jiraiya should have become Hokage. But he didn't want to do that. Now, if you're the Hidden Leaf, do you look at a Jiraiya and say, hey, why didn't you take that position? Right? So there's that. We obviously talked about Itachi. We talked about Sasuke. Tsunade's here. I love Tsunade. Number 4 underneath Tobirama? I don't know. I think Tsunade was great for her role when she became Hokage. I feel like she did a solid job. Initially, it wasn't something that she wanted to do, right? It was a conversation between her and Jiraiya. And Jiraiya was like, nah, you got that. Right? She didn't even want to be Hokage. So both of them were trying to be Hokage. But the way she matured after taking that position was incredible. And I feel like I really rocked with Tsunade when she was in the 4th grade ninja war. Landed punches on Madara's Susanoo. Whether it was perfect or imperfect, I still have to give Tsunade her flowers. Tsunade wouldn't be, Sakura wouldn't be the level that she's at if it's not for Tsunade. So there's a lot that Tsunade did for Sakura's development as well. And Shizune. So I could see Tsunade being somewhat in the conversation, but she feels more second ballot to me. And we can run the poll again. We can run the poll again with these new 4. But for me, out of these 4, I think I'm going to Tachi. And then I would want to reevaluate because I think Minato needs to be in this conversation. Y'all saying Danzo in here, I don't know what y'all got going on. Danzo. All right, who's next up after Sasuke? Not top 5. I feel like compared to these other characters, Tsunade can't really compare. Yeah, I think Tsunade would probably be a more second ballot to me. Also, her suggesting the medical ninja team of 4. Yeah, Tsunade transformed the 3 genin system. Yeah, those are great points. Those are great points. Are those first ballot points? I don't know. Y'all went from Danzo to Tenten? Yo, y'all never. Never. Where's Shikamaru? Shikamaru could definitely be here. Luffy Naruto, what do you mean this is what the people want? This is what you want, bro. This is what you want. All right, so after we figure out this next one, I'll get Shikamaru's name in here and Minato. Kakashi has to be at least top 5. I thought so, but a lot of you guys passed up on Kakashi. A lot of you guys passed up on Kakashi. All right, let's see if it's been a minute. Okay. It's been a minute. Oh, this is so close. Wow. Jiraiya at 37% and Itachi at 34%. Very, very close. So we'll go Jiraiya. Then, yo, I had 009. Thank you so much for the 10. Don't include Shisui or Neji. One biggest value was to be a stick cushion while Naruto and Hinata kissed over his body. Oh my god. And Shisui's best role in life was being a Itachi plot device. Also, they're your faves. Yo, why you have to... Yo. We didn't even get to putting them in the on the chart yet. Where is this slander coming from? Where is the slander coming from? Oh my goodness. Yo, the Neji disrespect is out of this world. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put Jiraiya at 4 and Itachi at 5. And then I'll add the new characters. Oh, let me use this. Okay. All right, cool. So I was seeing, Shikamaru and Minato. Izzy with the 2. Thank you, Izzy. What I gotta do to get Goku a spot? Man. We might have to do a Dragon Ball one next. That would be fun. A Dragon Ball one would be fun. Misha Bryan, thank you. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. I truly means a lot. Okay. Replace Jiraiya with Kakashi. I thought Kakashi should have been on here earlier, but why is Kakashi getting overshadowed? So maybe you guys are coming in here later, but Kakashi was in the conversation for the number 1 spot, and you guys voted that Kakashi shouldn't be here. I was seeing a lot of Kakashi hasn't really done anything in the chat. So, hey, I didn't say it, but again, we are all the committee. It's not just me. We are all the committee. So it is what it is. We have now added Shikamaru and Minato. So Shikamaru and Minato are now here. Shikamaru is a character that a lot of people have considered to be Naruto's true best friend, and I feel like there's a lot of scenes in Naruto that point to that, right? It's not really just Sasuke. You could look at Shikamaru literally being his right-hand man when Naruto assumes the Hokage position. But not only that, Shikamaru is obviously incredibly intelligent. One of the greatest minds in the entire series. Has helped him in the 4th grade ninja war. And his father, Shikaku, also obviously was great as well. So you have to show love to Shikamaru. Minato, I mean, this just goes without saying. Minato really goes without saying. the fourth Hokage, saves the Hidden Leaf Village from the Nine-Tailed Fox and Obito, seals the Nine-Tailed Fox in his own son for the greatness, for the betterment of the Hidden Leaf Village, for the safety of the citizens of the Hidden Leaf. And sacrifices himself. And you also have to put Kushina in there as well. Right? It's not just Minato. Kushina. Like, yo, Minato, for me, Minato has to be, I mean, top three, top four. But it's already too far gone at this point. We could probably revisit it later. But Minato is definitely a character that should be a first ballot, no questions, nothing. There's no Rasengan without Minato. There's no, like, what? And even when he gets reanimated, right? When Minato comes back, he's a problem in the 4th grade Ninja War. Has half of Kurama. So even when he comes back, you're still seeing that he's unlocking Kurama Chakra mode. So in death, he was still hooping. He was still elite. You have to, Minato's elite, man. Minato's a GOAT. He's a GOAT. So I'm going to run this poll. A lot of y'all now saying Kakashi for Tobirama. Hey, when I was saying it, people were looking at me sideways. I'll put Kakashi back in the mix, but again, it's not just me. We're doing this together. All right, Shikamaru. All right, here we go. Now, in my mind, who should win this poll is Minato. Yeah, Jeff, I will be there all 4 days. So I hope to run into you. Absolutely, I'll be there all 4 days. Oh, Nexus, are you able to close the polls now? If you're able to close the polls, I'll just let me know. After like 1 minute, you try it, and then it's not giving you the option. All right, that's interesting. I'm not too sure why that's happening, but it's all right. Once a minute is up, I'll end this poll. Yes, all right. Yo, W chat, man. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's happening, Nexus. W chat though. Minato wins the poll by a landslide. This is the first one I'm like, yes. Besides the Naruto pick. But Minato, I feel like should have been on here earlier. And also Kakashi. Okay. You know what, man? If y'all want it, I'll put his name down. It's already been how many votes? It's been like 3 votes so far. Sasuke is still not getting up here, and Tsunade is still not getting up here. I won't Shadow Realm them because I think there's a possibility they could still make the second ballot. So I'm going to leave Shikamaru up here, and I'll write the other names. Okay. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't even know what to say about this. Y'all play way too much. Y'all honestly play way too much. Now, at this stage in the game, one of my personal picks would probably be Might Guy. I just feel like Kakashi and Might Guy have to go together. Izzy with the 2. Let's go, Danzo 2025. I'm so for the shenanigans. Man, I don't Danzo, I have no words. Let's go into Danzo. Okay, well, so Trax Gaming is already going in. Danzo's experimentation led to Yamato's wood style. Then those wood style helped Naruto get a hold of himself on the bridge. If not, he was killing everybody there. So this is the agenda y'all want to push. I had 009. Thank you so much for the 5. Tsunade should be second ballot. She trolls with who she sends on missions. 3 Chunin plus 1 Jonin against 2 Akatsuki while Team Guy is gone during Pain Arc. I'm trying to feel like I'm trying to see if that's fair. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm trying to just see if that's a fair critique on Tsunade. Because I feel like Tsunade had one of the hardest tasks as Hokage. When Kakashi was Hokage, it was pretty lax. Third Hokage, pretty lax. Not too bad. Obviously, he had to take the position back because Minato passed away. But I think Tsunade had one of the hardest tasks as Hokage. She had to deal with pain, Fourth Great Ninja War. Like, yo, Tsunade had it the hard. Like, what? So that's why I'm just like, is that fair? Add Shanks. Here y'all go. All right, and lastly, I will add. Yeah, I'm with it. Lastly, I will add Shisui Uchiha. Another goat. So now we have these 4. Marco with the 2. Danzo Ballon d'Or of 2025. Yo, get out of here, bro. Oh, man. You were right about Tsunade. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like Tsunade wasn't, the greatest Hokage of all time. I'm never going to say that. But she had one of the hardest careers, like one of the hardest tasks as Hokage. Okay. So we already talked about Shikamaru. Danzo, I'm still waiting for more Danzo feats. The only one I've heard so far was from Trax Gaming, right? Trax said that if it weren't for the experimentation of the wood style, then Yamato wouldn't get the wood style. And then from there, Yamato wouldn't be able to stop Naruto. Okay. If we're going to do that, we also have to mention what Danzo was doing to Shisui. We also have to mention what Danzo was doing with having all of these Sharingan eyes on his arms. All right? Are we going to act like Danzo was an incredible Hokage? Now, let's understand. Marco said Danzo needs votes, not opinions. No. Let's understand. I'm not against having Danzo in the Hidden Leaf Village Hall of Fame. But we are talking about first ballot against the second ballot. For me, I think if we put Danzo here, it would probably have to be a second ballot conversation. I mean, for me, it would be a definite second ballot conversation. You did all of this for what? Okay. Vote for Gaara? This is a Hidden Leaf Village. What do you mean vote for Gaara? What are you talking about? Okay. But do not let them manipulate you, Rob. No, it's not that. It's never that. It's never that. Trust me. It's never, ever, ever that. Yeah, and if you're on Twitch, I don't know. For some reason, I haven't been seeing your chats until now. But if you're on Twitch, what's going on, y'all? Over on Twitch as well. But yes, Danzo tried to overcompensate after not stepping up for when Tobirama asked somebody to. Yes, so there is that scenario as well. Danzo definitely had some hate and jealousy in his heart for Sarutobi. We know this, right? We know this during the war. But then you also have to look at the advancement of the Anbu in the Hidden Leaf Village, right? Danzo did a lot of the dirty work to help keep the Hidden Leaf Village safe. It's just that his form of justice and the way he saw things wasn't really how the rest of the world really agreed with it. Sophia's saying, bro, Danzo did all of these things because he wants to be ahead of Hiruzen. Yeah. I'm not, like we said, like we said, Danzo was definitely jealous of Hiruzen. Absolutely. But he did it. Why y'all saying remove Shisui? Why y'all saying remove Shisui? The dirty work is important. It is. It is. The dirty work is definitely important. Marco with the 2. Thank you. Every vote for Danzo equals freed employee from... I don't know what Marco's talking about, y'all. Okay, so there's Danzo. So we talked about Danzo already, the Anbu and everything. But at the end of the day, he got packed up by Sasuke. Now let's talk about Shisui. Cause I'm upset. Y'all have been slandering Shisui for the past 5 minutes. Michael with the 2. Thank you, Michael Rich. Danzo convinced a 13-year-old to kill his family. Yes. In Danzo's mind, right? And it wasn't strictly just Danzo, by the way. They felt that the best way to protect the Hidden Leaf Village was through that. Like I said, Danzo is a wicked man. We know this. He's a wicked man. But he was wicked on behalf of the Hidden Leaf Village. He was evil on behalf of the Hidden Leaf Village. He was doing it for them. So it's like if Danzo was in a different village altogether, he would definitely be like an evil villain that they would have to take down. But because it was on behalf of the Hidden Leaf Village, it was kind of like, all right, you know what? We'll put him away somewhere. You know what I mean? So he was a wicked man, but because it was for the Hidden Leaf Village that he was wicked, a lot of people kind of turned a blind eye to a lot of the stuff that he did. So there's Danzo. Shisui got 5 minutes of screen time. I mean, like I said, Shisui is the whole reason Itachi even stepped up to be Itachi in the first place, right? I know people say he's an Itachi plot device. Kill Dixon, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for the 15. Sasuke wasn't just for destroying the leaf. It was Pain who has done more to destroy it. Heck, Itachi killed the Uchiha clan. Regardless of Danzo, Sasuke helped end the war, and he deserves to be on there. I'm not against Sasuke being in the Hall of Fame. Like I said, Sasuke definitely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. I just don't think it's first ballot. So let's run a poll. We're going to run the poll here. All right, let's do it. Now, out of these 4, the answer should be Kakashi. Cyborg, thank you so much, Cyborg Frankie. With the 2, gotta go back to work. Please stop trolling. Yo, tell them, bro. Tell them. And definitely, enjoy your time back at work, man. I appreciate you for stopping by. This one should absolutely be Kakashi. No debates. Danzo's getting destroyed right now. Marco, what's going on? What's going on, Luffy, Naruto? What's going on? Danzo shouldn't be in the conversation. Yeah, I don't think so. Not for first ballot. All right, a minute has passed. Yeah, a minute has passed, and in a landslide, you guys made the correct decision. Kakashi wins. So I'm going to add Kakashi to the board. Now, some people are saying Kakashi for Tobirama. Let me just add Kakashi to the list first, and then we'll have that conversation later. Okay, great. Kakashi is now here. And we only have 1 spot left for the entire first ballot of the Naruto Hidden Leaf Village. Now, there's a character that I feel like should absolutely be mentioned at least in the voting pool. Y'all saying Tsunade. Tsunade. Shikamaru's already in the voting. He's already in the voting for the last spot in the first ballot. Shikamaru's already in the voting. As Zoro since he got lost. All right, Eli, you said who I was thinking, Might Guy. Hirozen, maybe Obito, Orochimaru, Sakura, or Tenten. Tenten? What? Yeah, a lot of people are saying Guy. A lot of people are saying Might Guy. So I'm going to put my guy in. Okay. All right, there we go. My guy is now here. Ramen guy? You even know, bro? Yo, y'all gotta stop. I'm not entertaining this chaos. I'm not. I refuse. Okay. So we've already covered the other 3. So we could talk about my guy a little bit here. I'm tight. I'm really seeing Ramen guy in the chat, bro. Okay. So my guy being added into the mix. Now, I think personally out of these 4, Shikamaru, Danzo, my guy, and Shisui, I think my guy has the best case going for him for the first ballot Hall of Famer of the Hidden Leaf Village. Because remember, somebody that you guys just put in the Hall of Fame, Kakashi, saw my guy as a rival. And my guy saw Kakashi as a rival as well. They both rivaled each other. They have respect for each other. And as a sensei, my guy has literally inspired Rock Lee, which then inspires Metal Lee, and you could keep on going. And then you have the whole Might Die thing. So of course, it's something that was carried on through generations. My guy was coined. Literally, Madara called my guy the greatest taijutsu user of all time. Literally, you're the GOAT in taijutsu. Nobody has ever reached the peak of my guy's status in taijutsu in the Hidden Leaf Village. Nobody. For the greatness of the Hidden Leaf Village, to me, that's a first ballot feat. That's a first ballot feat. So, me just looking at my guy, I think he is automatically a first ballot for me. Zane, thank you so much, Zane, for the 5. What did the guy do besides breaking a leg from Madara to not even die at the end? He was just goofy, and he couldn't help Rock Lee be as strong as him. So, here's why I disagree with that. Guy's fight against Madara was pivotal in the 4th Great Ninja War, because remember, nobody at that time was able to really hang with Madara. He bought a lot of characters that were pivotal in the war time. And we already know in Naruto and everything, like, time is of the essence. Like, if you get time in the battle to figure out your opponent, gain a power boost, get stronger, is critical. Now, I will say, people in that fight helped out my guy, right? Gaara was helping. Kakashi was helping with the Kamui, right? That also helped because Madara had access to Madara had access to the True Seeker orbs, which literally they disintegrate you on touch. So he did have help, but there's one person that you forgot to mention, Zane. Rock Lee was also helping my guy. Rock Lee was there too. So we also have to factor that in. Rock Lee was also involved in the fight against Madara. You have to give him credit for that too. And he wouldn't have been prepared for something like that if it wasn't for a guy like my guy, right? So I just feel like he needs to be here. Rob, you really glazing Guy right now? Am I lying though? What did I say that was a lie? What did I say that was a lie? Madara was my guy's greatest feat. And my guy is one of the greatest shinobi to come out of the history of this village. In terms of fighting, in terms of strength. Guy has no feats or impact on the village. I think the 4th Great Ninja War is a massive impact on the village. But let me run this poll. Okay. Bro, how you missing Sasuke? Hey, Street said no Sasuke, man. Sasuke was in like 3 or 4 polls and still couldn't make it. Zane with the 2. Thank you, Zane. But Shikamaru is a genius. He did so much in the war. Yeah. And that's why Shikamaru is here. Shikamaru did great things in the war as well. He did great things in the war as well. Yeah, I feel like Shisui's getting done dirty too, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so after a minute, I'll end this poll. Looks like it's still going. Oh, Shikamaru versus my guy is very, very close right now. I'm cool with either. I'm cool with either personally. Yeah, I might have to Shadow Realm Danzo, man. Danzo is not, he's not looking too hot right now. Wait, people are hating on Shikamaru? Is that a thing? Is that a thing that people do? I didn't think that was possible. We should rethink about putting Tsunade back. I felt like it was pretty much decided that Tsunade was a second ballot. Okay, so it's been a minute. I'm going to end the poll. I'm going to end the poll. And it looks like my guy wins with 44% of the votes. And Shikamaru gets 36. So here's what I'll do. My guy will finish out the first ballot Hall of Famer for the Hidden Leaf Village, which I think is great. I think is great. I think we do need to have a conversation now whether we think Shikamaru should start the second ballot for Hall of Famers. I had 009 with the two hot take. Orochimaru over Tsunade and Hiruzen in usefulness. I see what you're going for. But Orochimaru, it comes down, and again, this is similar to the Sasuke situation that we were having. Does the good that Shikamaru has done, the great that Orochimaru has done, does it outweigh the bad that he's done? That's the conversation that we are having with Sasuke. Did he redeem himself enough? Did he atone in the right way? Because I do think Orochimaru had a redemption arc. All right, so y'all are saying Tsunade should start. Tsunade should start. It's between Shikamaru and Tsunade. Okay, so let's do that. So Big Adam, it is strictly Shippuden and you know, Naruto Part 1. It's not Boruto. Boruto has to have its own separate list, I believe. Okay, so here's what I'll do. Okay. All right. So you guys let me know who's going to get number 1 in the second ballot. Is it going to be Shikamaru or is it going to be Tsunade? Trevor with the 5. Thank you, Trevor. Rob, if not for Shisui's eye, wouldn't Kabuto have captured Naruto and Killer Bee when fighting Nagato and Itachi? And Itachi stopped reanimation jutsu. I mean, yeah, listen. A lot of people aren't understanding the greatness of the Koto Matsukami, right? That's a technique that was so pivotal in the 4th grade Ninja War. A lot of people are sleeping on that. But granted, you know, that was long after Shisui was gone. It still was pivotal in the 4th grade Ninja War. Izzy with the 5. Thank you. I don't think you understand, Rob. They rebuilt that ramen shop before actual houses. People were sleeping on the streets for the ramen guy to thrive. Let's keep it a buck, man. Ramen guy. If enough of y'all want ramen guy on here, if y'all want Ichiraku ramen, make it an appearance. We can make it happen. I just don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough support on your side, Izzy. All right. Has it been a minute? Okay, so it's been a minute. It has been a minute, and it looks like Tsunade won over Shikamaru. So we'll go Tsunade at number 1 for the second ballot, which I do think is fair.
Oi, oi. Mabushii janai ka. Oi, oi. Mabushii janai ka.
And because Shikamaru was in that conversation, I think I have to put Shikamaru also in the second ballot. So I'm going to have Shikamaru at number 2. Donzo fans been really quiet. Donzo fans have been really quiet lately. They have been really quiet. Okay, cool. Now I think we should add Sasuke. Now I think we should possibly add Orochimaru. Possibly. Trax, you said another name I was thinking, Trax. You said another name I was thinking. But I don't see the rest of the chat dropping him. I do think he should be in that conversation. Absolutely. Yo, Power's finally in here. What's good, Power? Power's in the building. You said another name I was thinking, Trax. A great pick. That's somebody I feel like should absolutely be here. Sakura? Possibly. Rock Lee? Possibly. All right, so a lot of y'all are saying Ramen Guy. Ramen Guy, I will put him on the list. Ramen Guy will make it on the list. But if he doesn't make this vote, Shadow Realm. Now it's either we add Sasuke or the third Hokage. I think nah, we need to add Neji. Misa, you see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all want him up here so bad, but don't even know his name. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, yo, what are we actually doing? But again, this is not just me. It's us together, right? It's us together. So, all right, let me add Sasuke. We'll talk about Hiruzen later. And Sakura. Sakura, we'll talk about those two later. Okay. All right. Okay. So, because this is the Hidden Leaf Village Hall of Fame, a lot of you guys said Ramen Guy. None of y'all know his name, but y'all want Ramen Guy in here. So I'm gonna put Ramen Guy in here because he's kept the village fed. Okay? I guess that's all you really need to do. But if that easily wins you guys over, okay, fine. And we've already talked about the other three. So I'm gonna run this poll, but it's about time we start adding some people to the Shadow Realm here. So if Danzo doesn't make this one, if Shisui doesn't make this one, it's time. I think it's time. It's time we get some other characters in here. His name is Teuchi. Teuchi the goat? Or Tuichi? Rob, where's the white fang? Hey, I'm waiting for y'all to put... Listen. I want Sakumo in this conversation too. Trax mentioned Sakumo earlier, and that's somebody I feel like should definitely be here. But y'all said Ramen Guy, so I gotta do it for the one time. You don't need to be able to fight to make an impact. Sad take from Rob here. Who said that? Who said you gotta be able to fight to make an impact? I never said that. But if that's all, if Ramen Guy is all it takes, I mean, I guess. Because you have to understand. This is not a disrespect to Ramen Guy, right? But when you add Ramen Guy here, somebody else is getting snubbed and they're not making it for the work they did put in. That's what people aren't understanding. Y'all are thinking about characters that you feel like should possibly be in the conversation, and when you're doing that, you're snubbing another character. So, Topped, yo, what's good, guys? What's good, my brothers, man? How y'all living? Thank you so much for the 20. What is this here? Having Tobirama at number 3 on the first ballot has to be like adding Jim Crow on Mount Rushmore. Oh my gosh. Hashtag, what? What are these hashtags, bro? Yo, I'm not, and Sasuke over Mito is crazy. I'm not even going to entertain that because y'all tripping. But, Tobirama, I think, was a conversation where people were saying that... Hold on. How long has this poll been? This poll's been 2 minutes? All right, I'm going to end this poll. I think people were trying to say that Tobirama did a lot for the scientific... Izzy with the 5. Thank you, Izzy. I don't know the name of the person who first made fire, but they have kept me warm. The agenda must stand. Yo, that's funny. I can't. But yeah, with Tobirama has helped so much with the technological advancements, even some of the political advancements of the Hidden Leaf Village, and the research and the experimentation on ninjutsu, right? Which further was expanded upon with Orochimaru. So Tobirama was great for that. But obviously, he was not great for the Uchiha, right? He was not great for the Uchiha. I don't care about the Uchiha police thing. Clearly, there was tensions there. And yeah, a lot of the hate that goes towards Tobirama is justified in that regard. So that's the conversation. All right, who won the poll? Oh, Ramen Guy. All right, so Teuchi, aka Ramen Guy of Ichiraku Ramen, I believe, is now number 3 on the second ballot Hall of Famer. I hope you guys know what you're doing. I don't want to hear, oh, but we didn't get Sasuke on the list. Nope. Remember, this third spot just went to the Ramen Guy. All right now. Okay, cool. All right. There we go. There we go. Ramen guy is now here. Where's Iruka sensei? Sakumo still needs to be here. Nope, no Danzo. And I think Danzo's going to the Shadow Realm at this rate. I think I'm adding Danzo to the Shadow Realm, and I'm also going to add Shisui to the Shadow Realm. It's been far too long. And let me see how many votes Sasuke got, because I think Sasuke was very, very close to Ramen Guy. So I think it will be fair for me to add Sasuke next. Let's see. Yeah, so Ramen Guy got 45%. Sasuke got, what, 43? 43%? Yeah, that's pretty much... I think we could definitely add Sasuke as well. So I'm going to add Sasuke after Ramen Guy, by the way. After Ramen. I'm just happy that we can agree that Sasuke is not a first ballot Hall of Famer for the Hidden Leaf Village. He is not. He could be your favorite character. He could be your favorite Uchiha. That's all great. What he did for the Hidden Leaf Village, not first ballot. I get he redeemed himself, but there's too much pain, too much hurt that he caused. Okay, so I'm seeing people say Sakura. I'm seeing heroes in here too. I'm sorry, y'all. Danzo didn't have enough hype. Danzo did not pass the last like 5 polls. All right, Misha, thank you so much for being here. Obito, Kiba, y'all, what? All right. Orochimaru is great, and I do think Shizune. Sakura's already here. Okay, so these are the names I'm seeing the most of. Sakura, Hiruzen, the third Hokage, Orochimaru, and Sakumo, aka the White Fang, aka Kakashi's dad. Some great picks in here. Let's go through them. Sakura, basically taking what Tsunade started with the medical ninjutsu and taking it to a higher level. And also surpassing Tsunade in strength. Now, there is kind of, because we are sticking strictly towards Shippuden, there is kind of the part of Sakura fighting Shin in Boruto, which everybody really, really loved. But like, it's kind of like a... You know, now you're going into Boruto. Is that fair to say? But at least we can say in the 4th Great Ninja War, Sakura did a lot for keeping Naruto alive. I had 009. Thank you for the 2. She helped save the world. She above Lord Third and the Fang. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going into that right now. Yes, Sakura was great in the 4th Great Ninja War, especially with helping people, with healing. She helped keep Naruto alive. Sakura did great in the 4th Great Ninja War. Absolutely great. So she deserves to be in this conversation. Let's move on to the third Hokage. Now, when you're talking about taking over after Tobirama, I believe the third Hokage did a fantastic job. But once Minato took after Hiruzen, and then he lost his life, and then Hiruzen assumed his second term, this is where I was kind of like, wait, hold on now. This is what I was like, hold on now. I don't know about this one. Yes, Lord Third carried the leaf for three wars. I should say one more time. Lord Third carried the leaf for 3 wars and trained the Sannin. All right, so Comic Goat, I do see your point. The Sannin would not be the Sannin without Hiruzen and Sarutobi, right? And that carries more into his first term. But when he had to take over after Minato had passed, I think that's where a lot of people were kind of like, whoa, I don't know about this. The neglect towards Naruto was not great. You died with only being able to seal Orochimaru's arms. You didn't even take him out. So there's a lot of people looking at the third Hokage saying, okay, what did you really do? But I guess people aren't crediting him for the Sannin. And the Sannin he should definitely be credited for. Jiraiya, we just put in the first ballot. Tsunade is in the second ballot. Orochimaru is in the voting block. So he definitely deserves to be here as well. Yes, he was old, absolutely. But people will still look at him and be like, yo, what are we really doing? You know? What are we really doing? You trained Orochimaru, why didn't you take him out? People are still going to look at him and say, you still should have been able to handle your business. Next up, we have Orochimaru. Now, this one is a very, very tough conversation. Orochimaru is a very, very tough conversation because I feel like for all of the experiments that he conducted and all like the wicked stuff he did, I don't feel like they win the fourth great Shinobi War without him. The Hidden Leaf is not getting out of there. I don't think the Shinobi Alliance is getting out of there without Orochimaru. And you could give, Kabuto some of that too, and whatever, but Orochimaru, with the reanimation jutsu, taking what Tobirama started and bringing it to a higher tier, was pivotal in the Fourth Great Ninja War. Pivotal. So we have to look at Orochimaru and say, we put Sasuke at 4, and we know he had a redemption arc. Orochimaru is another character that had a redemption arc as well. Zane, thank you so much for the 5. You said, without Orochimaru bringing back the Hokages, they would have lost the war, and that helped change Sasuke's opinion on Konoha. Also created Mitsuki. Absolutely. There you go. See, I didn't even mention the Mitsuki point. It's more Boruto, but yes. So Orochimaru is, undoubtedly, he's weird. Right? He's weird. He could be wicked. But if it weren't for his scientific advancements, him studying and experimenting with ninjutsu, and even some forbidden jutsu, they do not win the Fourth Great Ninja War. I had 009 with another 5. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. People saying Hinata over Sakura like she ain't do wait, what? Like all she ain't do is be brave and give a nice pep talk. Hagoromo said that without Sakura, they would have lost. Hey, I love Hinata, right? And I feel like people like Hinata more because they feel like she was better for Naruto than Sasuke chasing Sakura, especially after Sakura hit Naruto with the ultimate pump fake of, hey, I love you, psych, haha, I'm kidding, which was terrible. But in terms of, this is not the Naruto romantic Hall of Fame. This is the Hidden Leaf Village. Hidden Leaf Village Hall of Fame. Sakura put up more points on the board for the Hidden Leaf Village. I believe so. You could like Hinata more as a character. That's fine. Sakura did more for the Hidden Leaf Village than Hinata. Like, that's without question. That's without question. So there's Orochimaru, right? He had his redemption. It's whether or not you think his redemption is valid. That's that conversation surrounding Orochimaru right now. Orochimaru continued the cycle of hatred with the curse mark on Sasuke. Absolutely. He did. Orochimaru fanned the flames, but remember, he was trying to take over Sasuke's body. He was just looking for a better body, a more powerful host. Because of his experiments. And like I said, his experiments, even though they were evil, that ultimately did help the Hidden Leaf Village. So you have to give him some points for the redemption. Him bringing back the Hokage in the Fourth Great Ninja War. And now if you go into Boruto, that's the reason why Naruto didn't just take out Orochimaru. And he keeps him around. Right? Naruto keeps Orochimaru around for that reason. Because he's too valuable to the Hidden Leaf Village to just get rid of him. Orochimaru is too valuable. Lastly, we have Sakumo, the White Fang. Do you guys know that when the White Fang was outside, do you guys know when the White Fang was outside, he was stronger than the Sannin combined? Sakumo was one of the strongest shinobi in the Hidden Leaf Village. Not only that, but he was that go-to guy for missions. He was the go-to guy for missions. And that's why Kakashi has a lot of hype around him, because of who he was coming after, right? You're Kakashi's dad. Kakashi's like, well, my dad's elite. I gotta be elite too. And Sakumo was so committed to the Hidden Leaf Village. He was so committed to the Hidden Leaf Village that he died because he was depressed about failing a mission. Sakumo died because he was depressed about failing a mission. And the reason why he failed that mission was to save his camp. He picked the one time he picked saving his people over carrying out the mission of the Hidden Leaf Village. You know, he was scorned for that. And like I said, the Hidden Leaf Village is not perfect. The elders, the council of the Hidden Leaf Village, they're not perfect. They are not perfect. So I think that needs to be stated as well. Sakumo failed the village so hard he sent himself into the Shadow Realm, but that should show you how much he really cared about the Hidden Leaf. Like, he was down for the cause, yo. He was down for the cause. So we're not going to talk about how Orochimaru was going to destroy the Hidden Leaf Village with the Hokage if Sasuke told him to. That's the only reason he did help in the Fourth Great Ninja War. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You're right about that. Orochimaru, again, and that's why I'm saying, like, Orochimaru was more of a wild card because he was ready to go. But because he did not follow that path and he actually followed the path of redemption, it gives him the opportunity to be here. But he was that close. I just think Sakumo needs to be here because he was really he really felt like he failed the Hidden Leaf Village truly. There's a lot of characters on here. If they fail a mission, they're like, oh, the Hidden Leaf, they'll be all right. They'll be okay. You know how many times the Hidden Leaf was, Naruto, don't go after Sasuke. Naruto said, who? You told me not, what? What? Right? There's many characters on here that were doing stuff that were against the code of the Hidden Leaf or whatever, right? Sakumo was the only one that it hurt him so much, he took himself out. So I feel like Sakumo has to be here. Let's run this poll. I honestly don't know who I have winning this one at number 5 between these 4. I don't know. Maybe Sakura? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Yo, don't disrespect the white thing like that. Why are we disrespecting the white fang? Justin with the 5. Thank you, Justin. What about Kurama? Somebody mentioned him earlier. And Kurama destroyed the Hidden Leaf too. I mean, like, I'm talking basically pain levels of destruction. So, but Kurama did ultimately end up helping. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. Okay, after a minute. Okay. All right. Obito unleashed him though. Yes, he did, which is why I don't know. I saw some people mentioning Obito earlier. I don't know what. Nah. Obito, nah. If All right. All right. It's been a minute. Let me end this poll. All right. So by good margin, Sakura wins the poll. Sakura does win the poll. And like we said earlier, Sakura did a fantastic job in the 4th grade Ninja Wars. She did level up. There are reasons why people don't like Sakura. We talked about one of them. We talked about the pump faking Naruto with her love. We talked about all that stuff. But this is not a love conversation with Naruto, right? We are talking, what did you do for the Hidden Leaf? And in the 4th grade Ninja War, Sakura answered the call. She was in those battles with Kaguya. She was in those battles. She was healing Naruto, keeping him alive, keeping characters alive, literally. Katsuyu summon and all. So, I agree. Okay. All right. The Sakuraites were in full brigade. She did fight Sasori. She did. She did fight Sasori. That's funny. She's right next to Sasuke. I mean, yeah. Yeah. They are both two characters that definitely I don't think have any business being in the first ballot, but second ballot I'm not mad with. Yeah, so there's only 3 left. Y'all gave a spot to Ramen Guy. So who's next to add? So I'm seeing Yamato, Neji, Hinata, Obito. I did see some people say Rock Lee earlier. I don't know. The 3rd should be next. Most likely. Let me see. Let me see where. All right, Izzy. Thank you for being here, bro. Let me see. How did the 3rd do on that last? So the Orochimaru got more votes than the third. Orochimaru got more votes than the third. Zane, thank you with the 5. For how strong the Byakugan is, how did Neji not see that stick? They did him wrong. I think I would add Kurenai, maybe? Kurenai. Okay. Kurenai. Or, okay, Asuma Sensei. Y'all saying Gaara for Hidden Leaf? Danzo is gone, y'all. Danzo's Shadow Realm. Danzo was in the Shadow Realm. He lost like 5-6 polls. So did Shisui. That's why I also put Shisui in there as well. I probably would have wanted Shisui. Why do y'all want Obito? Why do y'all want Obito? When you're looking at, are we forgetting Madara? What? Yeah, are y'all confused on what this Hall of Fame is about? Ino getting here. Okay, so yeah, Obito is a villain, not a help to the village in any way. Like, Obito literally did not switch up and become a good guy until like the last second. I'm talking overtime, 1 second left on the shot clock. Like, now all of a sudden he's a good guy. Like, you've already caused way too much damage. I don't care if he was being manipulated by Madara, who was being manipulated by Black Zetsu. Like, none of that, bro. Your damage is already. And I had with the 2. Thank you. Pasha be up there helped get Sage mode. It's a little bit of a stretch. It's less about the Hidden Leaf though. That's less about the Hidden Leaf. Gaara is not. What did Gaara do for the Hidden Leaf though? He's not in the Hidden Leaf. Gaara's he's the Kaze Kage. Obito was last second trade deadline. Literally like Obito didn't switch up until the last second. I can't put him on here in good faith, man. Okay. All right, so who was I seeing the most? Gaara is sand, y'all. He's not in here. Rock Lee. All right, so I mean, I saw more like. No, I saw. All right, Hinata, and Yamato. All right, I'll put Hinata first. Hiruzen is still here, or Kushina. Kushina's a good pick, but I'm just interested to see if y'all are saying Hinata. Like, what did she do that was more valuable than like a Sakumo or like we could run this poll. I'm just trying to figure out. Like, yeah, she got stronger. What else though? Let's run this poll. What has Hinata done? Exactly, Trax. I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what did she really do? Neji and Aruka. Aruka Sensei is, and I did see somebody also say Asuma too, which is interesting. Samaj, you wild for that. Samaj, you wild for that. Okay, after a minute, I'll end this poll, and then we'll have our next one. Yeah, I think out of these four, I would probably put Hinata in the Shadow Realm. I'm not gonna lie. Hinata tried to save Naruto from pain. We all know how that ended up, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Ten had heart too. Kiba had heart. Does that mean they're Hall of Famers? Asuma was alright, but he didn't accomplish as much as some others. Yeah. His death was just it was very sad. It was impactful, but he wasn't, you know. I don't see Asuma as like a Hall of Fame shinobi. All right. Let me end this poll. All right. The third Hokage wins the poll. Third Hokage wins the poll. I think this is fair. Hinata getting more votes than Orochimaru is hey, I don't know. Okay. All right. Yamato next. Yamato or Kushina for Yamato or Kushina. I mean, I would want to put Kushina. Because the sacrifice for the Hidden Leaf Village is up there with what Minato did, right? Kushina was a big sacrifice too. Shino? Oh, Iruka. Oh, I hate Iruka Sensei. Yeah. I just don't know if Iruka Sensei is gonna be over Kushina for the sacrifice. Like, that level of sacrifice is major for the Hidden Leaf. Hinata, what did she do? Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I would put Hinata in the Shadow Realm, but it looks like Hinata got a lot of votes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Sakamo in the Shadow Realm. This I truly disagree with, but Sakamo is not winning enough votes to keep him here. Yo, welcome in Anime Mosh Pit. Also, shout out Speed too. That's fire. Yeah, for me, I would want to put Sakamo, but not enough people are voting for Sakamo, so no, keep him. I mean, I can keep him for one more, but it's not looking too hot. Okay, I'm gonna add. I'm seeing Minato. I'm seeing Kushina, Yamato, and Rock Lee. That's what I'm seeing. Shikaku too. I mean, no, that's Shikamaru's dad. Shukaku is the one tail. We still see more from Sakamo than Dragon. Always got to tie it back into Gold Piece, huh? All right. Or Ruka. All right. This one's tough. All right. You guys let me know who should be the last spot in currently deciding, okay? Because I'm seeing too many names right now. It's a mix. Okay, here we go. I had with the 2. Thank you. I had put the goat Aoba Yamashiro there. Yo, y'all are naming people that have no business. Hold on, let me see who's winning this poll. Just put Orochi in 7th. All right, yeah. Who's making this last one? Who's making the last spot and currently deciding? Okay, Rock Lee's getting up there. Right now, Yamato's winning. All right. The minute is up. It looks like Yamato got the W. So as we do know about the story, Yamato was basically pivotal in making sure that Naruto's 9 tails doesn't go haywire. All right, he had the wood style, but the Hashirama cells and all of those things. So he was pivotal there for Naruto's training and his development. No Yamato means Naruto goes crazy. No way carbon copy Hashi made it on here. But hey, how B-Tech Hashirama got there. Yo, I mean, yeah, he basically is just a carbon copy of Hashirama. He's you know, but he was pivotal in helping make sure that Naruto's development didn't go out of whack. So the wood style was necessary for keeping a watch or keeping an eye on the Nine Tails. The thing with Yamato is that he was non-existent in the war. Exactly. Which is why I was saying out of those names, I think either Rock Lee or Kushina should have been here. Because at least Kushina sacrificed herself for the Hidden Leaf. And Rock Lee was boxing in the 4th Great Ninja War. Where was Yamato at? He wasn't really critical. But let's run the poll. All right. Who's on here next? And if the second highest votes are close, then they might as well just round it out. Killer B for Hidden Leaf. Killer B is not on here. It's Hidden Leaf. Iruka did more for Naruto, in my opinion. I can see that. Yeah, all he did was rebuild the village and get kidnapped. He didn't really help much to Naruto because once Naruto learned how to control the beast, Yamato wasn't needed. Yeah. Yeah. That's a great point on Yamato. I'm not going to lie. That's a great point. All right, let's see. Has it been a minute yet? All right, it has been a minute. It has been a minute. Orochimaru is on the board. I agree with this. At the bottom, at the end of the second ballot, you have to factor in Orochimaru's redemption. His redemption was critical. They do not win the 4th Great Ninja War without Orochimaru. I believe that counts for something. Okay. Now we have one more spot left. We have one more spot left. I think Kurama had the most redemption. The most? I mean, I guess. That kind of ties into Naruto, but. Hold on. I might be frozen. Hold on 1 second. All right, my bad about that, guys. My bad. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'll wait. I'll wait until you guys can see me and hear me. I don't know. For whatever reason, sometimes my camera will just freeze. I don't know. So hopefully that works. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, you guys can hear me? Okay, perfect. All right. Who was next up? Okay, so it's either we add Kushina or Rock Lee, I feel like. Because those were like the top two from the last one. I had, thank you for the 5. Alba, the guy that blurted that Itachi was there. Without him, Sasuke would never chase Itachi and never get stronger. All part of his plan for real. I mean, the Hall of Fame? Or Ruka. Let's see. Okay, let me see who had the second round of votes. Hold on 1 second. Okay, Rock Lee and Kushina were very, very close on that last poll. So to be fair, Hinata's gotta go. Vote percentage hasn't been high. Okay. So, sorry, but what did Rock Lee accomplish? He didn't do enough to be here. In terms of Fourth Great Ninja War, I personally believe Rock Lee did way more than Hinata. Hinata hater. Aaron, we put Hinata in here. People weren't voting for her. People weren't voting for Hinata. Kurama did much more than Rock Lee. But Kurama really ties more into like Naruto. I mean, if you want, I mean, because again, by saying that Kurama did more, we also have to factor in what Kurama did to the Hidden Leaf Village, right? Rock Lee never destroyed the entire Hidden Leaf Village. Like, are we gonna sit here and act like Madara created the Leaf Village and he caused incredible destruction? Village is scared of Kurama. For how long? Kurama protected the leaf too. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. He protected the leaf, but he also destroyed it. Versus you're looking at a Rock Lee who has never had to redeem himself for something that he did in the Hidden Leaf because he never did anything wrong. You feel like Sakamoto did the most for the village among these four? I believe Sakamoto should have been here already. That's me. Sakamoto should have been here already. The fact that Sakamoto is not winning is, to me, is crazy. But let me run this poll. Okay. I think Sakamoto or Kushina needs to be here. Sakamoto was a true soldier for the Hidden Leaf Village. Like,
おいおい、眩しいじゃねえか。おいおい、眩しいじゃねえか。
all right, let's see who's winning. After a minute, I'm going to end this poll. Okay. Here we go. I think this is the right pick. I'm not going to lie. I think this is the right pick. So it looks like Sakamoto ended up winning with 35% of the votes. I think it's the right pick. Like, the White Fang was the character that really truly loved the Hidden Leaf Village to a point where he took himself out just because he failed the mission. Sakamoto only had flashbacks, but again, this is for the greatness of the Hidden Leaf. Same with the 5. Thank you. Do you think the Tsukiyomi is that bad of an idea? And if you do a Dragon Ball one, Bulma is second if it's not based on power. Her tech was so clutch. So the Tsukiyomi, I believe, was a bad idea. I'm a person that I feel like, allowing people to have the freedom to choose how their life is and make those decisions is the beauty of life itself, right? Like Tsukiyomi is about trying to basically, it's a conversation of like, you know, Light from Death Note or whatever. You know, now it's not becoming a battle of good versus evil. Now it's Light is the god, and now he's making the choice on whether or not, you know, his version of justice is the right thing. It's like, what gives you the right to control what the next man or woman does? So that's why I feel like it's a bad idea. Even if there were good intentions behind it. Would I do a Dragon Ball one? Yeah, so I think if I do a Dragon Ball one, it would have to be Saiyans and Earthlings. I feel like that's the best way to do it. And just have, you know, one for each, a first and second ballot for each. But they can be Saiyans from even Universe 6 in there if we need to. But yeah. So here we go. We have the Hidden Leaf Village Naruto Hall of Fame. First ballot. I think the first ballot is valid. I think this is a valid first ballot. Personally, I probably would put Kakashi higher, but I'm not upset with this. I think it looks great. Second ballot, I personally wouldn't have the ramen guy in the second ballot. For somebody like maybe a Shisui or Kushina, I feel like should have made it there. But this is what we have, y'all. Who's the scariest to fight? Aizen, Madara, or Kaido? As myself, or for a character, for a specific character's perspective? Like, if it's just me, I would say Aizen. What about Law of Weki? Oh, man. Law of Weki, you're speaking to me. Not enough people know Law of Weki, though. Take Tuichi off the board, bro. Yo, listen. It wasn't my choice. Y'all said ramen guy, man. Y'all said ramen guy. That was not my choice. I would have never put ramen guy on here. But y'all said he fed the village. He gave him food, right? So I guess that's Hall of Fame. I guess. Please watch Dragon Quest. So I've actually watched a decent amount of episodes of Dragon Quest, actually. But I'm not caught up all the way. I've watched a decent amount, like 20 episodes or something. But yeah, for me, I think the first ballot is great. Second ballot, to me, is atrocious. That's where I'm standing. Kushina got to be here. I'm glad Sakamo got here, but I'll probably have him higher. I'll take the ramen guy out. Oh, Misha, you finished the Law of Weki? Yeah. Yeah, that's one of my favorite anime, man. I love the Law of Weki so much. I really, really do. But the next one for this one, it might be Dragon Ball. And I feel like I would want to do a first and second ballot for Saiyans, and then a first and second ballot for Earthlings. Because, you know, opening it up to like other universes and stuff, it literally just would be the Tournament of Power because we don't have enough characters from other universes. But I think if you categorize it as Saiyans, there's enough Saiyans from both Universe 7 and even Universe 6 that can possibly make it there. It's about ranking them. And then the Earthlings as well. So I think that'll probably be the next one. Y'all sleeping on Ueki? Ueki's literally a GOAT. Ueki's literally a GOAT. You see Ueki's on the wall right here. Literally. Ueki's on the wall right here. No Madara is crazy. I mean, the destruction, bro. The destruction. Madara didn't even really have like a proper redemption, really. He just got finessed and was like, dang, Black Zetsu finessed me. You know? And he realized he was a puppet the whole time. So. Oh, y'all saying Bleach? Ooh, Bleach would be fire. Yeah, Bleach would be fun. Have Soul Reapers or Shinigami on one, Quincy's on another one. The Rancor. That'll be fun for Bleach. Hunter, I gotta think through. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I'm glad we got this out the way. So we figured out our Naruto Hidden Leaf Village Hall of Fame. I don't know when the next stream will be, but hopefully, you know, I don't know. I'll think of something. I'll think about a way to do this. Yeah, Bleach is fun because we have Soul Reapers, Quincy's, and a round card. Yeah, so Bleach would be a great one to do. Bleach would be a great one to do. The only thing with Bleach though is I'm caught up on the anime, but I'm not caught up on the manga. So that's the only thing where I'm like, I mean, if we do anime only, or if there's Bleach manga readers that can help me out, that's probably what it would have to be, because I can really only go off the anime right now. Love these Hall of Fame lives. Thank you. I love doing them. I'm glad you guys love being a part of these, because I love doing them. These are a lot of fun. So, yeah, I'm going to think about some other series that we can do a Hall of Fame for. And yeah, because it brings like an interesting perspective of how we look at these characters. Because now it's not us ranking them for ourselves and how we feel about them, but now it's like within the confines of their show, where do you think they would rank, you know? And that's where I feel like it's a lot of fun. Like, from the perspective of an elder council person for the Hidden Leaf Village, what would you say are the best characters for the Hidden Leaf Village, you know? I like that. So I feel like for the Saiyans, for DBZ, that'll be very interesting. Like, who are the greatest Saiyans if you're a Saiyan from Planet Vegeta? All right? That's gonna be a fun conversation to have. If you're from Planet Vegeta, you know, it's gonna be a fun conversation. You need to announce it on your socials. I did. I put it on my Instagram. My Twitter is still hacked, so that's gone. But I did put it on my Instagram. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's Shonen Showdown, same name. So I put it on Instagram, but yeah, I don't know what the next one will be. No, guys, we should do Demon Slayer. Oh, Demon Slayer would be interesting. Demon Slayer would be interesting. Wow. I mean, it's the easiest one in terms of just, you know, you have the Demon Slayer Core Hall of Fame, and then you have the Demons, Muzan's Camp Hall of Fame. Right? But I feel like, because the upper moons and the lower moons and all that stuff, they're ranked based on power. But that doesn't mean that, you know, Muzan thinks that, you know, they're the best demon for him. So it would be interesting. Your Twitter got hacked? Yeah, I got hacked this year, bro. I got hacked this year. I don't know if you guys know that. But yeah, I got hacked in, was it January or February? Yeah, I got hacked. So my channel has been all out of whack. You know, videos I'm posting aren't hitting the algorithm or anything, but I love to create more than anything. I love interacting with you guys. I love to create. So it's never, you know, I'm still absolutely going to keep doing that. Like, it doesn't matter. Do more Anime Blitz. Absolutely. I want to do another version of Anime Blitz, and I have another anime game that's going to be coming out very, very soon. I'm excited for you guys to see it. It was a lot of fun. So I hope you guys like it, because I want to do more of those as well. And I do want to bring Anime Blitz back. So yeah. Magi and Claymore. Magi would be. I feel like Demon Slayer. So right now, Demon Slayer would be fire. AOT. Ooh, AOT Hall of Fame. Oh my gosh. AOT Hall of Fame would be crazy. It would literally just be like, yo, Eldians or like Marlians or something. Oh man. Cause then you have to, that might be one of them, honestly. Yeah, that might be one of them. Or Titans versus humans. Yeah, I think it would have to be Eldians versus Marlians. I think it would have to be. We need more of the stronger character game with Parry and Kumar. What do you mean, the anime war? yeah, if you're talking anime war, possibly. Oh, I'm bringing the dice battles back as well.
おいおい眩しいじゃねえかおいおい
Fairy Tail
眩しいじゃねえか
Fairy Tail would be fun too. Yeah, there's a lot of series this could work for. It just had, a lot of it is just figuring out what's the best way to categorize these characters. Cause man, Aaron, shout out you, bro. Yeah, the anime war game. Yeah, absolutely. I've also added more characters to the decks of cards that I have. I've added other anime as well. Just recently added Blue Lock. So Blue Lock's in the fray. I added more Pokemon as well. I've added a lot of stuff. So definitely going to do that. But yeah, I brought the dice back. I now have like more official dice. The first time I brought the dice out was trying to like experiment with something. And it was a lot of like arts and crafts and trying to make the dice work. But now I have like dice that have like the laminated cover on them and stuff. So it will protect the pictures in there. And all that stuff. So that'll be fun. Anime Shark Tank, man, it's been, I think, October will be like 2 years since Anime Shark Tank. That'll be a fun one. Pokemon Hall of Fame. Oh my gosh. A Pokemon Hall of Fame. How would we do that though? It would have to be by generation. And then would you go by the show or would you go by the video game? Like, well, I don't know exactly how to do that. Where's Scotty? My guy's good, man. He's he's been busy though. We don't live close to each other anymore, but we still keep in touch. That's my guy. That's my brother. Anime convention big 3 debate video was great. More stuff like that. I mean, I would love to do more stuff like that, but it's, again, I pitch these ideas to a lot of conventions, but not all of them really are seeing the vision or they'll buy in. So the ones that do, I try to do the most fun things. I really, really do. Avatar the 4 nations against each other. You know what's funny about that, Joga? I literally have that in my notes. I literally have that in my notes. I said I wanted to do like a possible Avatar Hall of Fame and do one for each nation. I literally have that. Pokemon too much. I know, that's what I'm saying. Pokemon is a lot. Like, especially with the later, because I know I grew up on the earlier generations, but the later generations, I'm fried. Anime versus cartoon Hall of Fame. See, that's where it gets tough for me, because the reason why these Hall of Fames work is because it's the characters within the confines of their verse. So it's like for instance, if we did like Kids Next Door, right? You could do like a Kids Next Door Hall of Fame, because now you're looking at, the whole KND organization and be like, all right, who are the greatest in there, right? Which numbers, which agents are the greatest in there, versus like you saying like, all right, K&D is a Hall of Fame cartoon, but like now it's what's it going against? So that's kind of been the toughest thing. Sonic the Hedgehog Hall of Fame. I don't know how that would work. I've been trying to put my siblings on to watch One Piece, but they won't watch Peak. Man, trying to convince somebody to watch One Piece is probably one of the hardest things to do. But I've seen like the greatest rewards from. Like every time like I've tried to get somebody to watch One Piece, for the most part. Like it's been very rare. It has happened where, like I've asked my cousin to watch One Piece, and she was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. And she watched it and she was just like, yeah, it's not for me. Granted, she was still in like the earlier parts of One Piece, but for the most part, I would say like 9 times out of 10, like people come back and say, yo, this is one of the greatest anime I've ever seen or read if they read the manga. So Black Clover Hall of Fame would be valid. That would be valid. Do a Hall of Fame for each kingdom, like Clover Kingdom and stuff. That would be fun. Anime Hall of Fame would be really hard to put into sections. Yeah, that's why I think it's better to just keep everything in its own show. Once you start doing different shows and trying to add them together, it's tough. 100 anime fans in Discord debate videos are elite too. Yeah, it's been a very, very long time since I've done one of those. A very, very long time. Man, bro, I knocked out One Piece in 3 months, 5 episodes a day. Yeah. Listen, when I was watching One Piece growing up, that's literally how I was watching it. Like, I was watching One Piece back in like high school, like just binging. I literally couldn't stop. All I did was play basketball, do my schoolwork and watch One Piece. That's literally it for like an entire summer and caught up. I love the 100 debate videos. Yeah, I mean, I might bring those back. It's been a very, very long time. I just, when I used to edit those videos, I was in a different space altogether, man. I was locked in on editing those videos forever. Like, those videos would take forever, but, Oi, Ippo Hall of Fame would be fun. I could do a Hall of Fame for video games of different consoles. Yeah. Why is nobody talking about Black Myth Wukong and Naruto 2? Honestly, that's one of the videos I really wanted to make. I just haven't had a chance to really dive in. I've been wanting to make a Naruto video for so long because it's so underrated. So many people don't know about it, and it's like one of the coolest things I've seen in animation in a very, very long time. A very, very long time. Code Geass Hall of Fame. Okay. Dr. Stone season 4 is going crazy, so I need to catch up. I've been watching so many different things. I need to catch up on Togenanki. I think I'm like an episode behind on Gachiakuda. I'm watching Dandadan a little bit, but since I read the manga for Dandadan, I'm not really like too pressed about catching every episode, but I still wanna see how Science Sorrow's been cooking up. So there's some stuff I have to catch up on. Tokyo Ghoul Hall of Fame, interesting. Yu-Gi-Oh! Hall of Fame, ooh, Seven Deadly Sins Hall of Fame, ooh. I like those. Yeah, so we'll definitely talk about it. I mean, I might have to poll it at some point as we start narrowing it down. But thank you guys so much for being here. I don't know when the next stream will be. Hopefully soon, because I believe Sonic Cross Worlds is dropping tomorrow. So at some point, I'm gonna want to stream some games, and then we'll do another one of these Hall of Fame streams because you guys are enjoying them. I love making them. So, and if you haven't seen the One Piece, I made the One Piece Hall of Fame a video on the channel now. So if you missed that One Piece Hall of Fame stream and want to go see it, it's on the channel right now. So you could go see it, or send it to a One Piece fan if you don't watch One Piece. But yeah, I'll let you guys know when the next one is. It might be Bleach, it might be DBZ, we'll see. But you don't get Dandadan. Dandadan is incredible, man. If you like the supernatural, the unknown, it's like a fun series that tackles like those concepts of ghosts and aliens, and it's fun. Games Hall of Fame would be fun too. We'd have to see. But all right. Oh, and make sure this board doesn't get too busted. Yeah, I'll keep a good eye on this board. Oh, and by the way, before I go, I do have Spy Family season. Okay, so I do have another remix to those draft battle boards that I'm excited to show you guys. I've added different roles. I asked you guys on the community if you guys wanted some different roles, so I added some different roles. And there's another concept of the draft battle boards that's going to be coming soon, so I want you guys to see that as well. So I might do a stream with that at some point towards the end of this year, if not sooner. So keep an eye out for that as well. But all right, guys. if not sooner. So keep an eye out for that as well. But all right, guys.